Okay, so we're going to look at diction, which is a fancy way of saying what? Word choice, right? Okay, so looking here at this is a beginning of a poem by W.B. Yeats, Sailing to Byzantium. Okay, so we're going to look at, obviously, diction. We're going to look at, well, we'll look at just diction on this one. I was thinking of the other one. All right, an aged man, following up here on your handout, an aged man is but a paltry thing, a tattered coat upon a stick. Okay, so how does diction impact tone? That's our question. Okay, and contribute to meaning for ourselves and to the world. So what does it mean to be aged? Who can tell me? Old. Okay. Somebody look up the word old, aged. Adriana? Adriana, sorry. Adriana, look up aged. Gilberto, I want you to look up the word paltry.
Why is it all wrinkly?
Geronimo, I want you to look up the word tattered. Okay?
Okay, I found it.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, so listen to this definition of aged. What does it mean?
So there's two. Which one do you want me to
Read them both. Y'all listen, please.
Okay, so grown old of an advanced age, or a typical of old age.
Okay, is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Which dictionary do you have? The big one?
I have the.
Okay, open this one up and see if you can find it. 'Cause sometimes I like to compare. Okay, what do you have? Okay. Okay, a specified age, right? Okay, a specified age, old.
Well, you already found it. So.
No, they're looking there. Look in there. Okay, while we're doing that, I want us to look at paltry.
Yeah.
Who has paltry?
Me.
Okay, what does paltry mean? And of course, I'm highlighting these because these are specific words that this author or poet has used in order to convey the meaning. What does paltry mean?
Okay, well, a piece of coarse clothes trash. Well, I mean, yeah.
Make sure you have that. P-A-L-T-R-Y.
Yeah.
Somebody help him too and look up the word. Holly, look up the word too, paltry. Making sure we have the right spelling.
I already have like the other one for age.
Okay, so while he's looking, let's go ahead with age. Does it have an additional?
It says a length of time of existence,
Okay,
stage of life,
okay,
old age, and historical period.
okay. So a stage of life, I like that. Okay, stage of life. Okay, what about paltry?
I see that.
You find it?
Yeah, I find it.
What is it?
This is, I found it. A piece of, it's just trash.
Trash?
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing.
Okay, hold on. What page are you on?
804.
All right, everybody go. Let's get our dictionary out. Paltry. P-A-L-T, right?
Oh, P-A-O.
P-A-L.
I thought it was P-O.
Okay, that's a problem then. P.
Paltry?
No, paltry.
No, I found it. It's just
It's
this
on page 894.
Okay.
piece of coarse clothes trash. It's weird. Thing is, dictionary just doesn't have it.
Okay.
It's
Trash.
a coarse
Cloth, trash. Okay. Trivial, go down to 4. Now there's several definitions. When we look at the dictionary, we need to look at all the entries, okay, to see which one is going to make sense with the sentence, okay? That is looking for our context. So what we're doing here, again, we're looking at the dictionary, which is the denotative meaning, okay? From there, we're going to look at the connotative meaning. So, paltry, you were right, Gilberto, it says it's trash. So I want us to write down here, I want you to just hold that in your mind, and I want you to write trash right here, okay? Because we're doing a word study so that we can plumb the depths of what this poet thinks. Okay, it also means meager. Okay, M-E-A-G-E-R. Meager. That's on number 4 in that definition. Now somebody go and look at the word meager. Quickly find it. Geronimo, what word did I ask you to look up? Tattered, okay. Before we get there, somebody look up meager.
How do you spell that?
M-E-A-G-E-R. Holly, you got it?
Found it.
Juan, do you have it?
I found it.
I need to see hear those pages turning. Everybody get to it. What page is meager on?
768.
Go to 768. Okay, what does meager mean?
Lacking desirable qualities.
Lacking in desirable, what else?
Qualities. Efficient.
Inefficient?
Inefficient.
Inefficient. Anybody else have something else to add to that? Adriana, you have the small dictionary, don't you?
And
Is-
the big one.
Okay, is that the, let me see that small, is that a Webster's too? No, New Pocket.
Webster's New Pocket.
Yeah, I wonder, go ahead and see if you can find that, because sometimes I have other dictionaries and they will definitely give us different things. All right, so right off the bat, we have paltry here, and it means trash. It also means meager. Also, meager means small. Okay? Small. If you have a meager portion,
Yeah, it's poor, scanty, thin. Yeah, those are the only ones.
scanty, thin. Okay, so we got more from that particular dictionary, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I love to study, words and dictionaries. Okay, so now we have an old man who is very advanced in age, right? And now he is, according to the poet, a paltry, meager, small, scanty, inefficient, lacking in desirable qualities, trash thing. Okay? So has he
Basically a weak person.
a weak person physically?
Yeah.
Okay? Physically. So we're going to put weak up here. Okay. What's another word for weak?
Lazy.
Lazy. No, don't tell me what you think. What do you need to do? Look it up.
Puny.
Puny, okay. Look it up. What does weak mean? Jason, look it up in your dictionary. Juan? Weak.
I can't find Where's W?
Who has it first?
I can't find W.
Espérame.
Adam, it's at the back. W-E-E-A.
Okay, I found it.
I found
It's
it.
lacking strength, power, or not strong or effective.
Okay. Okay, so we have here. Okay, so I'm going to turn this over. So we have the word, let's do it like this. I just love this. We have paltry, and paltry means small. It means meager. It means scanty. It means lacking, desirable qualities. Can y'all see that, or y'all? Okay. You see that? That's paltry. Okay. Now, you said, who said weak?
Adriana.
Okay, when we're talking about aged. Weak. What does weak mean?
Lacking strength, power, or not strong, effective.
Lacking strength. Oh, this is good. And power. And you came up with the word weak that came off of what word? When you were when he aged?
Yeah, age.
Was it aged? So I said, what does that look like? So from aged, okay, which is our diction, right, that he uses, the poet. Y'all see that up there? Okay, we have weak was one word we described. Then we actually looked up what weak means, and it says lacking in strength and lacking in power. Okay, we're going to come back to that in just a minute. Now let's go back over. A thing. What is a thing? Somebody look up the word. Don't tell me what you think you know. What does the actual dictionary say? And Geronimo, we'll get to you with Tattered in a moment. And then Monica, I need you to look up the word stick. Okay.
Okay, it's
Y'all, Gilberto, Juan, y'all have it? Some of y'all are rushing to get these, which
okay, I found it.
Okay, what is it?
Found it.
A real object or substance, a happening, act, event, etc., matter of or affair.
Okay, so thing is an object. Okay, what's another? Gilberto, what else did you find?
Matter.
Cheyenne, what do you have? All right. Thing. Object. You think what?
You said stick, right?
Mm-hmm. What else for thing?
Think.
Thing. T-H-I-N-G, thing. We have object. What else does it say it is?
Thingdom.
A thingdom?
It says it's distinctive and separate, but.
It does?
Are you in
Distinct.
the right one?
Yeah, I'm in the right one. Thing. Page 1289.
Well, I have a little one.
1,000.
An idea.
Hold on.
It's just a lot of stuff.
What'd you say, Holly?
Possession?
Does it say that?
This is something.
Yeah, it says possession, yeah.
Oh, it's a possession.
Or
Okay.
belonging.
An activity.
So what page is it on, did you tell me?
1,299.
999.
Sorry, got it.
200. Oh, here. 1,000 ST. Let me go here. Hang on. We got to go through the alphabet.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Okay. T-H-I. Where is it? No, 99.
I was thinking with him, you're lame.
Think,
No,
thing.
no, right, you guys.
Okay. So thing, a matter of concern, state of affairs, a particular state of affairs, a circumstance, a deed, an act, a product of work or activity,
This is on thing.
a separate and distinct individual quality.
That's what I was saying.
I know that's what you have, but look at all of these definitions for thing. And oh, here's one, an inanimate object distinguished from a living being. Look at D on that. Do you see that? Under the, okay, so you don't have your dictionary open, some of you don't. I want you to look at this thing. You see that? Now look how big, look at that entry in there. Do you see that?
I know.
Who would think that this one word would have that many different variations?
We use it every
And we use it all the time, and we half the time we don't even know what we're talking about. But look here, when you are looking for the exact definition for something that you're looking for in the work, right? To make it align with the meaning, you can't just go with the first 1, 2, or 3. Do you understand? You've got to keep reading. So that's why I keep asking you to go, because now I'm at D. An inanimate object distinguished from a living being.
And this is deep.
Oh my gosh. That's fantastic. That's fantastic.
This dictionary is amazing.
Okay, yeah. So the thing is an indistinguishable. What did it say? Indistinguishable what?
Indistinguishable.
Well, from a living object.
Inanimate.
Inanimate. Thank you. Okay, are we getting a picture here? A real visual about this older person. Okay?
Wait, what does it say?
What does tattered mean?
We're getting there. So I'm going to do but. I'm going to circle but. We're going to come back to that.
What does that say?
Did you do attendance already?
What?
Yeah.
What does it
Did
say?
you mark out
Under
hours and
object.
absent?
No,
She's not here today.
I know, but they do online work.
It says inanimate.
Okay, what is a tattered? Geronimo, take us to tattered.
Oh, it's a rag shred rag clothing.
Okay, wait a second. Geronimo, tell me the definition, please.
Wearing torn or worn out clothes.
Torn, worn out. Okay, somebody take me to the word torn.
Okay.
And then somebody take me to the word worn out.
I'm looking at many words.
I know, words.
I
Torn.
found tortilla.
Torn.
Not tortilla, folks.
I don't know about y'all, but I just love this.
Tortugas is
Okay,
Oh, we.
the,
What is that? What is that?
Sophia, look up the word worn out. Worn out. Brianna, look up the word torn. Okay, Monica, what do you have?
No, I'm asking what that says underneath object. And then,
Indistinguishable
yeah, underneath that.
from living or an inanimate object. So it's not living.
I found torn.
Okay.
No, you didn't. You didn't find it.
Oh, racing.
Okay, this is what it says. This is all it says.
Okay,
Past part of tear.
past, part, or tear.
Yeah.
Tear, okay. So torn obviously is tear, okay. Okay, what else? What's another word? How are we on our time? We want to write.
Oh, they can help with that.
Sophia, what did I ask you to do?
Find worn out.
Okay, what does worn out mean?
Being exhausted or used up by, or as if wear.
What?
Uh,
Exhausted?
Is it like exhausted or used up?
Okay, there we go. Used up.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you see what I'm doing here as we're going through here? I'm picking the words out that is creating the deeper meaning here of how the poet Yeats thinks of this person, okay? All right, so, Brianna, what did I ask you to look up? We already do, torn, okay?
I'm sorry about that.
All right, Geronimo, now tell me the, oh, well, you already did tattered, used up. Okay, who did I ask to use stick?
Monica.
Monica, what does stick mean?
Which one did I use?
Well, I don't know, you're gonna have to figure that out.
Rest what the pointed in instrument.
Okay, say it again, shh, listen, shh.
A thrust with a pointed instrument.
Okay, stick is a thrust with a pointed instrument. What else does it say about it? Because does that go
I don't know.
with this?
Upon a stick.
A pointy instrument.
Um,
Look up stick in yours.
to pierce with something pointed.
Okay, pierce with something pointed, okay?
To kill by piercing.
Okay,
To push or thrust as so as or as if to pierce.
okay,
To fasten by thrusting in.
okay,
To put or set in an as if by piercing. To attach by or as if by carving. To adhere to a surface.
to adhere to a surface, okay, what else?
Cool. To compel to pay
What page are you on?
1,225.
Okay, everybody go to 1,225.
No, I want to say it's stills.
1,225. Okay, these, I don't know if my glasses aren't strong enough or this is just small writing.
They're small writing.
This is terrible. S-T-I, okay, stick. Okay, here again, look. Stick. Look at that.
Sticky?
Okay,
I
so
found it on the little one.
you found on a little one? Okay, what did you find on the little one?
It says dry twig, long thin piece of wood, pierce, attach, or be attached as by pinning or gluing, extend, become fixed, jam, etc. Preserve and hesitate.
All that for stick?
There's 4 sticks.
Wow, okay.
I got 3.
Okay, what, Adam?
To hit or propel as a hockey puck with a stick.
Okay.
Welch and block.
Oh, okay,
There's 4.
okay. Juan, what do you have?
First stick. So I already see all of them.
It says marijuana.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
No, don't put that.
It says what? Marijuana. Is that what you said? Huh?
Number 12, it says marijuana and cigarette.
Oh.
For stick? This dictionary.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, so I guess what we could say here is we're looking at this. We have the idea of a stick in our mind. In my mind, I'm thinking of a stick like you pick up sticks from a tree, right, that's fallen down. But we also have other ways of looking at the word stick. To stick something means to glue it on, okay? When we say we are sticking to something, an idea, right, then that means we are unmovable, okay? We're latched on. So what you see here is so many different connotations from the word stick. And that's what we get, y'all, when we see all of this. Okay, so when we think about word choice, when we analyze words from our literature, we can understand better that the authors literally would do this kind of thing to get just the right word, okay? And then they continue and then they look at their thesaurus and they look at the synonyms just so we can get the exact meaning of what they're wanting to say. Also, when he looked at the word stick, you know, what was he thinking? Okay, so by looking at this, we can understand when he says this man, okay, an aged man is but only, he's just a paltry thing, okay? He is a tattered, worn out, exhausted, used up coat upon a stick, okay? We literally can see the idea of a stick, right? A thin little stick that's going to do what?
It's going to be moved on easily.
It what?
It's going to be moved around.
Could be moved around, right? Moved around because it's thin, isn't it? It doesn't say he's a coat upon a branch, does he? Because that would have a whole different meaning, wouldn't it? So what can you do with a stick?
You can pick it up and you can throw it away.
You can pick it up and you can throw it away.
Hit someone with it.
Yes. And you can do what?
Break it.
You can break it. Okay, so let's look here, and let's see here on stick. Become fixed. The situation, we already talked about that. To become blocked. I like that. Treated harshly. To stick it to someone means to treat it harshly. To make oneself vulnerable by taking opposition. To attach. To halt the movement or action of. I like that. So stick, we're going to say, can be broken. But it also says in here that it, what did I say? Y'all, what did I say? I forget. To become blocked, to halt in movement. To halt in movement. Okay? To halt in movement. How does to halt in movement create more of a visual about this old man that is what? Yeah. Do you see that? What is this poet comparing this man to?
A weak and
Unpleasant man.
exhausted, torn out, old man. Trash.
Yes.
Terrible.
Essentially, he's using the metaphor of the stick and the coat, right? To show that this man has essentially been, what does that say? Cast off. Cast off. Do you see that?
Cast off, cast off.
He's cast off. He has been here, halted in movement. Remember the word stick? We can say it can break it, you can burn it, right? Can be broken. And then in here it also said a stick can be halted in movement. That's amazing, isn't it? The idea that this poet looks at this man as being lacking in power, that was one of them, lacking desirable qualities, halted in movement, torn, paltry, meager, used up, and he is indistinguishable from an inanimate object. So overall, this picture of this old man is positive or negative?
Negative.
It's totally negative.
Just roasting him.
It's roasting him, but but it's even more than that. When we think about the cultural context of something, right? When we look at the cultural context, like we looked at Sandra Cisneros, she's a Mexican American. She's writing from that experience, okay? In this, he is writing from a European or maybe American, more of an American cultural idea. So how does America look at older people in this country? Do we respect them overall or do we not?
We do. We do. We respect them. Well, at least most of the time.
Well, depends on your culture, right? But we're going to ask about whenever you open up, and ladies, you know this, whenever you open up a magazine, do you see a picture of an old broken down woman?